Hello everyone, Andrew here with Kimball Realtors. As always, thanks for stopping by. We really do appreciate it. If it is your first time here though, do me a favor and hit the subscribe button, see more of our real estate videos. And if you like it, please smash that like button for us. We really appreciate that as well. I want to talk to you today about picking the right real estate agent because it's very, very important that you pick the right real estate agent. You've probably heard about how this market is just so red hot right now. It's a crazy market. Things are selling super, super fast. And unfortunately, what has happened too is that because it is such a great market right now, there's been a lot of new agents jump into it because they see the potential to make some money in a short amount of time and make it very quickly. And that's a big mistake, unfortunately. You need to pick out a real estate agent that has experience because there's a lot of moving pieces when it comes to buying and selling your home. A lot of people think it's a fairly easy process. You put it on the market, someone makes an offer, you sell the home. And that's not all there is to it. There's a lot more to it. So it's very important that you have an experienced real estate agent. You want an agent that has been through a lot of transactions. You want to find out how many transactions they've done because then they'll know what can come up. You know, I remember when I took the course, and I've been doing this for almost a decade now, we do continuing education every 2 years, and I remember that there was a lot of the technical details, a lot of filling out the forms, a lot of the legalities of it, but you didn't learn any of the real experience, the things that could come up during a transaction. And that's something that you just couldn't learn until they actually happened. And I even say to this day, almost on every transaction, I'm still learning something on those. So you want someone that's got the experience because things are going to come up in the transaction and you want an experienced agent that can help you through that. One of the things that I say you need to look at is this agent a part-time agent or are they a full-time agent? Is this the only career that they have? Are they 100% dedicated to real estate? Everyone in our office is 100% dedicated to real estate. That's what they do. It's their full-time career. Nothing against someone that's only doing it part-time, but if you have someone that's only a part-time real estate agent and they have a full-time job doing something else, things happen very fast and they move very quickly and you need answers very quickly. And there's a very good possibility that you need to get a hold of your agent and you can't because they're working their other job. So if they're only doing this part-time, it's really hard for them to focus on what really needs to be done. I always say I love doing real estate and I do real estate 7 days a week. And I do it morning and night. I answer my phone early in the morning, I'm on my phone till late at night, and I'm doing this 7 days a week. So if anyone's ever calling me, they know I'm gonna answer the phone, and if I can't, I always get back to them right away. Sometimes I'll be with a client, but as soon as I'm done, I get back to those calls. So it's very important that you look for someone that has the experience, that they're doing this full time, that they're 100% dedicated to your needs in this transaction. Another really important thing is choose a real estate agent that lives in their area, in their market, because you need an expert in your market. If you get someone that's maybe from an hour away and they take a listing here, they really don't know this market. This market can change really from block to block, mile to mile, it can really change. You know, for example, I live in Delona, Wisconsin. Now, Delona is a very rural area, but there's also two different small subdivisions. There's Christmas Mountain Village and Christmas Mountain Golf Estates. They are completely different when you're looking at their values of their home than anything else in Delona because most things in Delona have their own well and septic. They've got a private, private well and septic, whereas some of the subdivisions have a common sanitary district, but they also have their own wells. So it's things that they need to know about. And if you have someone that doesn't live in the area, they're not going to be an expert in that market. What you want is a realtor that lives where they work so they know the market. Personally, myself, I only work about a 30-mile radius of Wisconsin Dells because after that, and I've had people call me and want me to list things for them, but after that I tell them I'm not an expert in that market. And you really need to have an expert in your market. If you want to get not only top dollar, because it's not always about top dollar every time, it's also about the best contingencies that are on an offer, but you want someone that's an expert in the local market. One of the ways to find that out is to look at their Google reviews. Google reviews are very important because that's past clients that have told you how they felt about how their transactions were. I always say that I am so proud of our Google reviews because we just ask people, hey, could you give us a Google review? And it's 100% what they're saying on there. We've not coached them in any way on what to say on that Google review. And we're getting most of our business now is coming from those reviews because people have read what other people have said about us and they've said, look, that's someone that I want to work with. That's exactly what I want. I want someone that's taking care of that transaction from beginning all the way up through closing. I don't want to have to worry about it. I want my agent to be there taking care of it for me. One thing about having an expert in your market as well, they should be able to get you, if you're looking at listing your home, they should be able to get you the top dollar for your home. But like I just mentioned previously, it's not always about top dollar for your home. You also have to look at the contingencies that are involved. How long is it going to be before they close? Is there a financing contingency? Is there a bump clause in there? Do they need to, again, is it contingent upon them selling a home? So those are all things that you have to look at when you're looking over that on offer. And, you know, I've actually received a couple offers, and the only reason I say this, I received a couple offers recently that I literally had to call the agent before I presented it and said, you realize all your numbers are wrong. You literally have, you know, like appraisal contingencies that are past the date of what you have for closing. So it's just, and unfortunately, it was just a new agent. And they said, oh my God, I didn't realize that I had done that. And so I said, well, okay, it's all right. Let's just redo this, then send it to me, then we'll present it. Because again, it just, that offer wouldn't have worked. Had I presented that offer, then they would have just rejected that offer because the numbers didn't make any sense. So it's very important that you have an experienced agent with the knowledge of their market, knowledge of real estate, looking out for your best interest. Works both ways, whether you're buying or selling, you want to have that experienced agent. So again, thank you very much. Hey, in the comments down below, let me know if you found this helpful or if you had any other real estate questions. You can put them on there down below. Be happy to answer any real estate questions that you might have. Again, if you're new here, please subscribe. If you liked what you saw, give us a thumbs up and follow us. We do appreciate that. And as always, Andrew out. Thank you.
Quick question.
Sure.
On the last video, somebody said, how do you find the best realtor for where you live? Like, we're in Wisconsin Dells.
Sure.
How do you find the best realtor in Wisconsin Dells?
Well, and like I'd mentioned, you know, look at their Google reviews. Google best real estate agents in wherever you're at, and then look at their agency and also the person and look at their Google reviews. Get some honest reviews on what's happening there because it's very important that you look at their Google reviews and find out what other people thought of the transaction and see if that matches up to what your expectations are for a transaction. Very important, and I think that's probably the best way to do it. And also, again, you know, look at how many transactions they've had. Most of the time, if you look up an agent, you're able to find out how many transactions they've had as well and how long they've been a real estate agent. And very important, again, that you have that experience and that people have worked with them are happy with the results they've gotten from them. Okay, thank you.